Howdy folks, Vinyl Community, Wes here, checking in with the vinyl inbox for the month of July 2015. These are the albums I purchased in July. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're having a great week, great day, great evening, whatever it is. Hope you're having a good time. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Got actually a pretty decent stack of stuff here I got in July. I was kind of surprised at how much I picked up. A bunch of good thrift store hauls, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first stack here I have is a thrift store haul from Goodwill. They aren't doing 10 for $2 anymore. They're 3 for 99 cents, so these were all 33 cents a piece. First album I have here is Gary Wright and Spooky Tooth. This is That Was Only Yesterday. Pretty good. I have sampled a little bit of this, and I do like it a good bit. Next up, we have Paul Warren and Explorer, One of the Kids. Sampled this as well. He's kind of sounds like a Bruce Springsteen type, very Americana rock and roll kind of sound. Didn't care for this at all. The cover was interesting, so that's why I grabbed it. But for 33 cents, this is not going to be a winner for me, I don't think. Next up was a really cool find. I am so glad I found this. This is killer. This is Shock Therapy, my unshakable belief. Shock Therapy were a Detroit punk band from the 80s. A very troubled group. Never really made it. I had a lot of problems with drugs and whatnot. But they're a punk band that mixed a lot of new wave, synth pop kind of sounds in. Really awesome. I love this. This is killer. And I would have never bought this on my own, or probably would have never discovered it otherwise, other than finding it at Goodwill. So yeah, this made the whole trip worthwhile just finding this one piece. Really cool. Punk mixed with new wave kind of sound. Very, very much Detroit, very industrial kind of sounds here. Yeah, really cool. Check them out if you haven't heard of Shock Therapy and you like punk music or you like synth pop. Give them a try. Really cool band. All right, next up we have Sparks, music that you can dance to. Have not listened to this yet, but I have sampled some Sparks in the past, and I know I will at least enjoy listening to this once, and so grab that for 33 cents. Next up, we got some jazz here. Larry Coryell and 11th House live at Montreux on the Vanguard label. Yeah, this should be pretty good. So glad I found that. Next thing we got here is a Paul Simon album, Hearts and Bones. Did sample some of this online quickly, and yeah, it's pretty much a pretty typical Paul Simon sound. A little bit more of an 80s, definitely 80s Paul Simon. It sounds like what you would think it would sound like. Just some good pop music and good stuff here. So glad to find that for not too much money. And the last of the Goodwill scores here. This is Bob Weir, Heaven Help the Fool. I've heard of Bob Weir before in the past, and just thought I'd give a try to some of his solo stuff here and see if it's anything I would like. So that was the end of my Goodwill haul. Good score there. Next up is something I picked up online on Discogs. I checked out a Steve Martin, I guess you could call it sort of an anthology. Steve Martin anthology. Had all the TV specials and some other things he did. Really cool little set of shows and stuff. But this is his final album, his final record that he made. And I'd never seen it in the wild, and wanted to get it just because he talked about it in the special features of the DVD. Yeah, he had one more record he had to make to fulfill his contract, so this is what he made: is the Steve Martin Brothers. And there's the two sides there. So this is half a comedy album and half a bluegrass album. He plays the banjo in his acts sometimes. He's released bluegrass albums. Really good, great banjo picker, and really cool to be able to hear, half comedy and half banjo picking. So yeah, I went ahead and picked this up on Discogs. Wasn't real expensive at all, and glad to find that. All right, next thing I have here are a couple of new purchases. First one I have here is an EP from Mogwai. This is just titled Music Industry 3, Fitness Industry 1. Some cool Mogwai tracks here, along with some remixes by, one of the remixes is by Nils Fromm, which I love Nils Fromm. Black Mask does a remix, and Pie Corner. So 3 new tracks and 3 remixes. Nice, cool LP, and it was $11, so that was a good deal. I do enjoy listening to Mogwai. And started staying in that electronic genre here. This is a group I wasn't familiar with in the past, but just the artwork caught my eye, and I thought I'd give it a try. This is Gold Panda, Half of Where You Live. And just some more indie electronic kind of sounds. A lot fits well with Mogwai. It's not really dance music, it's not really ambient music, it's somewhere in between electronically. Just really cool, interesting electronic music. Get these cool inner sleeves with cool graphical patterns, and then the cover is die cut, so you can see through it. So yeah, that's Gold Panda. Enjoy listening to this. All right, next up are a few things I picked up at Arrow's Aim, a couple used albums. The first thing we have here is King Crimson's Lizard. I've been looking for this one for a while. Haven't been able to pick one up until now. Paid $8 for it, so it's a pretty good price on it. Awesome album. Yeah, tons and tons of Mellotron on this one, which I just love Mellotron. It's something it's an instrument that's just so interesting sounding, and I just love it. And this album has a lot of Mellotron on it, so really great album. Really glad to have picked this one up. Also picked up another jazz album here on CTI. This is Freddie Hubbard with Skydive. Also has Ron Carter, Billy Cobham, George Benson, Keith Jarrett, Airto, and Hubert Laws on here as well. So killer lineup, and this is an excellent CTI album. This does not have the strings or anything. This is just straight ahead, cool, just fusiony, awesome jazz music. Awesome pickup. Definitely recommend this one. It was a good find, and yeah, love this. Good stuff. Got a couple more, I believe, Discogs purchases here. First thing I have here is Patrick Gleason's Computer Realization of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons. So some very early synthesizer work here by Patrick Gleason, remaking probably my favorite piece of classical music, which is Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Really enjoyed hearing this electronically. Been wanting this for a while. It's been on my Discogs wish list forever. Finally found it a nice, a good deal on one, and picked it up. And as well, from the same seller at the same time I bought that, I picked up this other piece, not electronic at all. This is a piece of psych music from the 60s. This is Central Nervous System with I Could Have Danced All Night. Heard this on the Psychedelic Experience, Matt and the Psych Professors radio show they do. Heard a track or two off of this one. Really liked what I heard. Sampled it some more. Really enjoyed it. So added it to my wish list, and the same seller just happened to have this for a good price. So I got it, and it was a good deal. It was like $3.50, $4. These records were really cheap. And they were in really nice shape, so I was really glad to pick up these couple of wish list items this month. All right, and then lastly, not leastly, we have a couple pickups here from Here Again Records. A couple of used pickups. First thing we have here is the Pretty Things with Savage Eye. This is a later version of Pretty Things. Not really well liked from what I can tell. I haven't really listened to this that much yet to really tell, but picked it up. Just thought it was cool artwork, so got that. All right, next thing I got is from Mike Oldfield. This is Airborne, 1980 on this one. Just, Mike Oldfield does that sort of really cool electronic, instrumental, soundtracky kind of sounding stuff. Really cool. So glad to have added that to the collection. Picked up some reggae stuff. I don't really normally buy reggae, but saw this there and couldn't leave it behind. This is Peter Tosh, Legalize It, classic reggae album, and something I didn't have, so I thought I would grab it. That was $5. That was a good pickup there. And last but definitely not least, we have the self-titled album from Love. Some more 60s psych rock kind of stuff. Really cool. Liked this one better than Forever Changes. Forever Changes is coming up in the Vinyl Survivor in the next couple of episodes. It was good, but it wasn't amazing. But I really like this one quite a bit. My Little Red Book is on here. Just some great psych rock, cool album from Love, and yeah. So those were my pickups for July 2015. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Leave me some comments or questions down below if you have any. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you're not already subscribed, you'd like to see some more, please subscribe. This is a variety channel. I talk about records, beer, photography, automobiles, a lot of different stuff here on the channel. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Cheers.